Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel, Sharon's Nail Boutique. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click on that notification bell to be updated every time I bring you a new video. So this is the set that I did in this video. I have sped it up because I'm just laying this thin clear base here. And there's really not much to see. This is an acrylic overlay. I'm using my Mia Secret Clear. And I'm using my number 14 100% German Kolinsky brush that's been pinched into an oval. If I have to clean up my sides, I will do so with the toe of my brush, which is that flat tip. It comes to a point. So I just finished laying my thin clear base. She has some pretty long nails. That's just a little orange left over from the previous set, which is really thin. And it wasn't necessary to take it down all the way. So I left it and just kind of coated it with the clear. So she has really long nails, so I need to make sure I put a wet, small to medium bead on there so I could get the clear all the way down the nail in a thin layer. So it may look like I'm grabbing a big bead, but it's really not. Once I drag it all the way down the nail, it's just a very thin paper thin layer. So have no worries, girls. And then I build a little bit of a tip because it kind of broke right there, as you can see. And I didn't want to put a form on just for that little bit. So what I did was I kept laying the acrylic on the thumb and I just kept playing with it with my brush. I removed the liquid from the back of my brush and placed the acrylic there. And what I did was I just kept cleaning the liquid out of my brush and drying my brush. And so that way it would flatten as I go from under the top, under the top, under the top. I'm just building that out. So once I'm happy with that, I will move on to the next hand and do the thin layer on that hand as well. And then I will move on to my purple, shifting to kind of blue, Born Pretty Chameleon Dipping Powder system, which I chose to use as an acrylic, and I think they came out beautiful. So let me know for sure what you think about it in the comments below. I really liked it. And I am excited to use some of the other colors on future sets, hopefully. So there's that beautiful color right there. Oh my god. So I was asking her, okay, so this is more of the lavenderish that shifts to like this, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you can see it. I place that bead at the cuticle and I start pulling the bulk of it, spreading it out evenly throughout the nail. You don't need a lot. This powder itself is really easy to use, but it's extremely pigmented. And it has a very metallic sheen to it because it shifts in the light. It's that chameleon stuff. So it's basically just like their chameleon chromes, except this is in a dip powder / acrylic. And that's how I chose to use it. So yeah, I get it as thin as I possibly can at that cuticle area because she does not like any kind of thickness or bulkiness near the cuticle, which is totally understandable. You don't want a big ass ledge when your nail is growing out. Obviously not. It's going to be like a mountain. So I do all the nails in this color, all of them except for the middle nail, and I do my Cover Nude blush from Mia Secret on that nail. As you can see, I'm just walking that purple down the nail from side to side. So I'm getting that even layer over that whole nail. So I only needed that one bead really. If I need to go back and get some more, I will. However, I didn't really need to. Providing that this was so pigmented. I don't know if I had to at all on there. I may have needed to go in for another bead if I didn't have enough. But for the most part, I was able to get these nails done in one bead, as you can see. So now I've slowed it down because I wanted to show you how I apply my Cover Nude blush. And so I push it up and I start working my bead from the sides, and I'm pulling. As I'm patting from side to side, I'm pulling. And I'm pulling a majority of that down the nail, keeping it where I need to, and then creating the rest of my structure the way it needs to be. Now, I was able to do this quite easily actually, and I was very happy with the end result. you know, as time goes on, I learned how to pick up the perfect size bead, the perfect amount of liquid. You get used to your brush after a while. And I do go in with another bead on here just to get my apex in place, because I do not cap this nail. This is a strength and core powder, so I do not need to cap this. So I will go back in with a small to medium, kind of not wet, but wet enough to where I have control over the total movement of it and it stays where I want it to. So there you go. That's all I needed to do, was put a little bit more on there, and then when I come back to file, I can shape it and do what I gotta do, and it's basically perfect there. I do go in with my GDOCO silver drawing gel, which I absolutely loved the end result. I did like a chandelier type of effect, drawing it at the top, and then I took it all the way down the nail and swooped it, and you'll see at the end in the pictures, but I wish I would have left that in recording for you guys to show you how I drew that. I will, however, next time I do a nail like that, I will leave it in the footage so that I can show you how I achieve this look exactly. And after I've created the shape on this middle nail, I will, you know, take off the excess off the free edge. I'm sorry, I'm out of shot here. And I add a little bit more right under where that stress point is, just to build up the structure of the nail a little bit more, because it was not thick enough. And so I place that in that area, and then I believe I add a little bit more at the free edge and then a little bit more at the top near the cuticle, but we'll see here. I didn't realize I kept going in and out of frame like that. I thought I was in frame the whole time. I'm sorry, guys. Sharon, you need to get your shit together, because you're supposed to be doing these videos A-okay for them, like 10 out of 10 stars. Like, what is up with you, girl? You are like totally off your game lately. You know, Shelly, like, I don't know what it is with you, but you just love to talk shit to me. And I'm not really feeling that, girl. But I don't really care, Sharon. You don't gotta be feeling shit. So, you know what? I'm entitled to my opinion, and you just better deal with it. Because I'm gonna be doing these videos from now on. Not you. So, she puts that bead right there at that stress point so you can see where that stress point needs to be exactly. And I think she goes in with one more small bead right up at that top area near the cuticle. But I apologize on her behalf, because she is extremely out of shot there. Shelly, crying out loud. You don't gotta keep putting me down, Shelly. You know what, Sharon? Just deal with it. Okay, so she completes that area right there. It is perfect. Look at that nail. Oh my goodness. So good. You know, that's one thing I could say, Sharon. Your nails, they're on point, girl. Look at that shape. So she gonna go in now with her Mia Secret Clear and her size 14 brush, and she's gonna start encapsulating these nails, because you can't get your strength from a Chameleon Dipping Powder. You always want to encapsulate things like this, such as glitter, such as extremely pigmented neons and glow powders. Well, hell, you could encapsulate anything. If you want to save your color, I suggest you do that. So she's just encapsulating, getting that strength point in place, getting her structure right and perfect around that cuticle area, getting it as neat as possible. And you know what? I feel like turning up this weekend, guys. Do you have any suggestions on anywhere I could go? Me and Patrice want to go out. Girl, we need to really go out this weekend, because I heard about this one spot. Drinks are like $2.50, and yes, I'm gonna get my weave done. I'm gonna get my nails done. Oh, but Sharon, you could do my nails, can't you? Yeah, Patrice. Yes, I could do your nails, and you better do mine, Sharon. Yes, girls, I could do your nails. Okay. I want mine some with baby blue and maybe some pink up in there. I don't know, maybe some lavender. Throw some glitter up on that bitch too. You know, Patrice, you're asking for a whole lot. I don't care, Shane. That is the perks that come along with this. If I'm gonna be doing some of your voiceovers, you need to pay me. Patrice, nobody begged you and forced your hand to do this. You wanted to be on my YouTube channel, so don't even go there. Well, you do have a point about that, but I'm just saying. Alright, we'll talk about it. Whatever. Okay, so apparently I have a whole lot to do this weekend, ladies. I am losing it, I swear to God. But, okay, so we are on the middle finger, and I am encapsulating these nails anyways. I don't know why I went in and encapsulate these nails. I think I just did that just to give it that little extra something so that, like, if I, by accident, took off too much color, I had that safety, you know, layer in place. So if I took off too much with my file, that nude would not be cut into drastically, you know. So as you can see, look at how I pull my product down the nail to the point where I need it, and then I'll stroke away, like pull it off, because I want it to be thin, come down to that stress point area, and be tapered on the sides and come down the center like so. Watch how I push that up, get it into place, and then I start pulling that bead down. Swipe, and you get that perfect shape. Look at that. Perfect. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. If you're new here, hit that like button. If you have any suggestions or constructive criticism, leave it in the comments below. I will leave my email in the description box. Until my next one, I will leave on some music so you can enjoy the rest of the video. Bye, guys.